Hello and welcome back to another history of Overwatch. Gonna get it out of the way. Yes, I need to activate my windows. I went through this story last time. It's annoying as shit. And I don't want to give Microsoft more money when they took my money. Okay, I'm not gonna get into this rant right now. Okay, but we're gonna do further down the line of the 2018 season, the inaugural season. It is the game I've been talking about the entire time throughout the history of Overwatch. This is the time that the Los Angeles Valiant won Stage 4. Obviously, I was a part of this team. You know, it's good to go back. But honestly, Stage 4 was a kind of uninteresting stage in the inaugural season, other than the Valiant winning and my own pride. So we're just sort of skipping past everything else and watching this. It's not an incredible match like we've seen some of the other ones. Honestly, we should have 3-0'd, but we ain't going to win 3-1. But it wasn't very close. Like, we were really good. LA Valiant was really good at this composition at this time, playing the Roadhog Orisa Mercy style. We actually went 9-1 in the stage. We actually almost had a perfect stage, just like Boston. But what happened in the final week was Soon and Agilities weren't able to play in that final week for, I can't even remember what reasons, but reasons that we can't really get into. It's like, so we lost a match against Dallas Fuel, I think it was, with Mickey on Brig, which was very egg on my face, because I said something about Mickey's Brig. I think I said it wasn't that good or something. I can't remember. But yeah, so we're going to go watch this match. We're going to go down the history. Essentially, I'm just going to watch myself again and critique everything that I did if you saw the last time that I watched an LA Valiant match. But let's get into it. From here, we'll probably go into the grand finals of 2018. So I don't think the playoffs were kind of cool. And maybe we'll look at some of the clips of them. But yeah, the rest of the season wasn't very interesting. Actually, what is worth talking about in this grand final, in this match, was the narrative of Stage 4 was the NYXL sandbag. For anyone who wasn't around back then or isn't sure what that means, NYXL were the best team in Stage 2 and Stage 3. They were just incredible. They were just head and shoulders above everyone else. But in Stage 4, it was sort of, they kind of took the pedal off the gas, sorry, the foot off the pedal. And what that resulted in is NYXL just weren't playing the same level of Overwatch that they were playing back throughout, you know, the rest of the season. And it became sort of a meme throughout it all of like Monte Cristo is defending NYXL, talking about sandbagging. They intentionally weren't trying, wasn't putting their best foot forward to get ready for the playoffs. This went on to fail terribly as they made it to the playoffs and then got knocked out in the semifinals. But it's sort of been this discussion of like, should NYXL have done this? Should they have just like stayed focused throughout the time? Because they really backed down like a lot of steps going into this, you know, Stage 4. So we weren't that scared of NYXL. This isn't the NYXL that like, you know, dominated absolutely everyone. Pine was playing a lot. I think if I remember correctly, it was like, what is the meta here? It's like Widow, Orisa, Hog, Mercy, Zen. But yeah, so obviously Junkrat still dominating. They still have Arc on this Mercy. So it was a kind of an interesting stage and a narrative that like went on to be the thing. Like apparently NYXL was playing like Minecraft or something, and they were just like weren't screwing anywhere near as much or practicing as much as they want, and it just did not work. It's great for us though, because we went on to win Stage 4, so I got no complaints. Junkrat, oh yeah, and obviously this is also coming off the news that Junkrat is actually not going to be playing in this most recent season with Seoul Dynasty due to a personal injury, which sucks. I wish him, you know, good health and that we get to see him come back to the league.
Our next team finished number 2 overall in the standings. They're one of the small group of teams that have been able to defeat the NYXL
Malik.
in the regular season. And in the
You do be missed. Seeing all these walkout high fives gives me COVID anxiety. Yeah, it's like, did we used to just be this close to each other all the time?
Everybody give it up for the LA Valiant.
What's going on here? We're going back and we're watching the Stage 4 finals of the 2018 season. Skin contact was allowed, yeah. You remember all these people? Space looks so young, yeah. Last time we watched the LA Valiant, he looks like a baby this season. Because he is like fresh 18, right? So he is quite young. Oh, can you remember the good old ugly green? Soon.
Or an off-tank, space. Also an attack, agilities.
After today's out new stuff, yeah.
Kareem.
Khalif.
Also on support, Custa. Give it up for your LA Valiant.
I almost tripped.
All right, guys, have a seat.
I almost walked to the wrong side of the stage again.
All right. Well, the players
That's actually a solo spot, Ross. It was a good time. Want a stage?
I know I'm ready. It is our final stage, finals match for everybody at home.
Again? Yeah, have you not seen the clip of... When did it happen? But I walked to the wrong side. Was it All-Stars?
Mr. X.
In season 2? Or no, it was in season 2 when we got announced and then I walked to the wrong side of the stage.
No more time for preparation. These two teams have to go out with what they have right now, Matt, and it's an auspicious occasion. New York going for the three-peat, the hat trick.
That face that Matt made was him trying to work out what auspicious means.
6 in stage 2.
So this was our bread and butter at this point, right? Soon on Widow, Agility's Junkrat, Kriv Zen, me Mercy, and then Orisa. We played a little bit of Hog depending on the map, and if you could get the pull Hog, pretty valuable. This is before triple tank double sniper was really as popular.
We are out of the gates here.
NY Sandbag versus Valiant, yeah.
NYXL, Jonak will be
So stage 4, as I said, wasn't really a super interesting stage. Obviously, we went on a win, so it's the most important stage, but it really was like, there wasn't many games that I felt like we really needed to go back and check out. Oh, this, all right, let's talk about this, because I've talked about this multiple times. This is the Pine that people forget. Pine was obviously crazy, and when he was on, but Pine did this shit all the time, where he would just die for free. I think their plan was to Pine to get behind and then late flank, but Kriv was ready for it.
Admonishing him with an orb or two to the dome.
Oh, soon.
The one clip happening. Soon. Trying to get away here. Quick.
Oh.
And now the cat's out the bag. The Valiant.
That's back when Widow had 200 HP at this time, right? So it was harder to one clip. Oh, top tier play by Brady.
But they're trying to put pressure on Soon here.
The Pharah Mercy was kind of scary here. Oh, Brady.
You think if you can force Soon in a tough position, make him beat you.
So this is like pool hook meta, right? And it's all about like Space has to eat the if you're gonna play Diva
Make a change though. You're not
instead of playing the Roadhog, Space has to eat all the pools because otherwise you just get pool hook on cooldown.
Opponents into an area where they're not going to be able to be resurrected by the defending team. It's a team that wants to barrel forward here.
What is going on?
Wants to put shields as far forward as he can, and Mecca wants to continue to snowball the momentum.
Didn't pool meta come back a bit in season 3? Yeah, we've gone through like multiple iterations. Jonak gets soon. That's crazy.
Shots are fired out, but Jonak switching back.
This is a problem. Brady with the tire.
Managed to play
All right.
Rip tire, though,
Find out.
the odds.
It's probably not going to be that valuable because they can probably just res it up, right?
Could be a problem for Los Angeles.
Custa is going for the res. He actually gets hooked by Mecco. Now he'll be able to get the res here on the
payload's still moving, Matt.
Yeah, the payload's still moving. They're going to barely get a touch.
Oh
here.
my god, that was so close.
First point.
Agility cast aside, knocked away. The whole hog being used by Mecca here just to create some space. But again, he's shut down. Kareem is having an excellent start to this match.
He's glad. That tire on the Widow is actually so valuable.
Cleaning up on Manu. And the Valiant
What iteration is it? So this is the Mercy where she doesn't have mass res. She's also doesn't have instant res, even in Valk. I think she gets 2 reses on a Valk.
But now he's
I'm not 100% sure.
going to be both support ults probably available for NYXL in the next fight because
But she's kind of close to where she is now.
to that rather quickly with how much damage.
I don't know if you did get 2 reses back in that. But instant res isn't in anymore.
Rip tire, right, can buy you some time, help you get closer
All right.
to that next Valkyrie.
The Libero Farrell was actually nasty. Libero was like the classic. Especially with Arc on the Mercy. I just don't really... so many people used to play Pharah Mercy on this point, and I feel like the success rate was so low. Because I remember we like to play it a lot as well, and the problem is that it's very hard for Pharah to get angles. And it's so easy to just lose someone. Kind of like Anubis, you know, where like when you try and take space, someone dies. Right here, right? Like Pine dies to Fate.
They got him there, so it looks like he was halted into some shots. Pine.
How many of these players are still in now?
Agility's just gonna make this one pretty hard for New York here.
Mono,
Trying to get away.
Space,
The Transcendence
and Fate.
out of Jonak.
That's
New
it.
York Excelsior realize this.
Because Jonak isn't in the league this season. Oh, we got him.
He's taken down. Libero's removed. But bear in mind, a resurrect is possible.
And this is why it's so hard with Mercy. No more Mono. Oh yeah, fuck. For some reason I thought Mono was in again. That's right. He went to do military.
Does he go try
Fucking F. That's what feels bad.
Gets the res on the libero, but they're gonna lose Jonak because of it.
Self-destruct space, just tries to hide behind the model.
Oh my god, how did he not die? Oh, where was my healing?
Mano's half. He couldn't get back in the mech. Soon also eats a hook, and now it's only 4 players left for the Valiant around this point. However, the anchor, the main tank for the NYXL is down.
Here's the infamous Custa noping clip. Okay, let's pause. Look at this clip. This was season 2. Oh, wow.
And he's a really
Look at this clip. So this is season 2 Valiant, obviously.
a lot of
And
emphasis on the fundamentals of the game and prioritizing teamwork. So we are going to be able to see Izayaki here at the start of this series.
And the
that's a
funniest
little bit of a
part
surprise,
is this is a
just
gif in my
prioritizing
thing.
teamwork.
Of Bunny looks at me. Bunny's like, did anyone tell Custa? And then I realize, here's my realizing face. Of like, oh fuck.
So,
Well,
we are going to
no,
be able to
I'm
see
just gonna go this way.
Izayaki here at the start of this series, and
The good times.
Holding strong in his side room, and you don't want to challenge the Junkrat in here.
Kareem still has this transcendence, though, so you can fight him pretty
Oh, nice transcendence by Brady. That wasn't very smart by Libero either. I guess it could have insta-gib too, but
Team, and now there's only 9 seconds left on the attack. Great response from
that's why Custa retired. Yeah, it was after that I decided maybe I shouldn't play anymore.
They're going now, agilities to build up towards
Mono went to Winston? Dude, these guys are falling apart.
to make something happen. It's going to be 2 picks here for the Valiant.
Mano now trying to maintain some position on the payload. Agilities is getting zapped, but he's taken away. Mano couldn't get the extra damage down. The tasing wasn't enough, and now Jonak's going to get cut down as well. New York, stop short. Don't even get the first points.
Hey.
Here to play today, Matt.
It's going to be only 7 final blows there for NYXL.
What was working with Fate like? It was good. I consider Fate to be like me but Korean. Like we think about the way we play the game and think about the game is like very similar. Not like in the play style as much, but like with it we communicate a lot. We're smart players and like we're I guess neither of us are like incredibly like mechanically skilled, but like we understand the game at a very high level. And it was fucking awesome playing with Fate. Like in season 1, we bounced each ideas off each other and went really well. The biggest issue we had is when we didn't agree on something, because a big problem with, you know, also having that way is both me and Fate always very heavily believe in what we're talking about, right? So it's like when we had disagreements, we generally didn't come to an agreement most of the time. So, but that's valuable, right? When things are going well, and it's great to have like people to bounce off and stuff like that.
Agilities or soon, like when they're on, can take.
He's also a tank player. Yeah, well, he's a tank player, and I was a support player.
On like Farah and Genji, and then soon on like the Tracer and the Widow.
I think
it's a scary combo.
The reason battle
Because sell on Widow.
they did on that
All right, let's go. Soon handsome, yeah.
time for the Los Angeles.
All right, what are we playing? Ryan Zaya. Oh, I actually remember this strategy. Like, it was all about get space energy and then walk down the left side.
Now, what is Kareem?
And then, like, because once we have the space,
Oh, Kareem did not see the trap within
Kariv trolled soon.
still.
When the two smart kids fight, you know something's up. Yeah, literally, like,
Beginning there, giving Libero some ult charge. So they're gonna run the Ryan Zarya double sniper. And I like
that ended up being like one of the big issues that we had on Valiant in season 2 is that like me and Fate thought about goats completely differently. Like we had like so many disagreements about how things should be played and like what we wanted to do. That was like one of the big issues. Like we just both wanted to play our own, like play this way, or like had different priorities on certain things. So are
It was only going to get the kill if someone stood in place, and it was just a peek.
they just gonna let Brady sit here?
Even just standing here is okay. He's going to pull Jonak back.
Oh, Brady.
I would assume he's aware of agility.
Oh my god. People who say they miss scatter arrow don't watch.
Possible. Pine does fire back across the breach, and equal
Fucking. Oh my god, Pine killed everyone.
space is in there. So is it.
Brady's doing work though.
Mercy, the war of attrition is favoring
Oh, Brady got fucking Mecha as well. Holy shit. I got Valk. I could probably res Brady, right?
stuff. He's getting aggressive. Mecca was
There I go.
This could be it. The Valiant are getting close now. Fate's found his second fire strike for Mecca.
Actually, why didn't I res Brady? That makes sense. I guess I just was prioritized living.
Down immediately. A desperate riptire almost gets there, but it won't.
Easy first map. But yeah. Liz, you can't ban someone because they said Pine greater than soon. Like that was that was not a close first round. And at this point we were like pretty confident heading into this match. So this is actually the only map that we lose. And I remember being very upset that we lost this map because we should not have lost this map.
They're going to be coming out here with Savior. Savior will be on the Tracer initially now.
Yo, look at this pre-Goats-esque stuff. Triple support, Zen Mercy, Brig. What is this?
The Orisa Diva combination again on D, and soon we'll be playing Widow. If you're NYXL, you don't even have to dive up on the high ground. Yeah, you can try it. I know Custa blast them off of it with Libero. He used the concussion blast to actually get
I do not remember ever playing Mercy Zen Brig.
flank.
Brig is a tank, yeah, I guess, right?
Right? I mean, you can try and just get to the point, fight from there. The issue is now getting Jonak through. How do you get Jonak through the gate? Do you just leave him there? That allows space to jump right on him.
Or soon, even just to find a pick on him now.
Is this busted? Yeah, this is original Brig. This is 600 shield, 150 insta-pack, like excess armor never deteriorates Brig. And so the reason I think Brig was really good on this point, and the reason it was played so much, is that it's just like, if you get Rally, you kind of just win.
But a lot of the LA Valiant are turning their attention towards Libero. They're recognizing
Sibiobi gets soon.
but he's being pocketed by Animo here. He can trade damage back. And now you can see the jump in from Echo. He's getting involved in the fight, whilst the rest of New York try and take the point. It's traded out there. You see that Libero gets the kill, but Saviobi's down. Agilities is back, but they're missing Kareev back.
Yeah, they do res agilities, but this is
Oh,
still
Space getting the bomb is actually so clutch.
be space here.
How much damage? Didn't Bash does 50 damage as well? Yeah, Bash is through shield.
Source of damage. Oh, they're not going to be able to keep Fade up though. Here comes Saviobi on Tracer.
Wait, do we not full hold this? I thought we full hold.
Opponents. This should be a pretty fast point A take here for NYXL and Mitch.
No, maybe we don't full hold.
Ultimates going
Well, I
into
guess-
play. All 6 ultimates going to be available.
Maybe we get full held. Or maybe we go into overtime. I can't remember.
Longer, Matt, they would have been in a similar position. In fact, Kareev could well have had a transcendence for that fight. And you could see that Fate
Just walk out of Reinhardt like sup. Yeah, people used to just like bash out of the Rhine and then you couldn't do anything. Yeah, so look at this. So Brady just uses the rally in spawn. Doesn't even matter. And then look at how much armor everyone has. How much armor is that? Everyone has 150 armor. The Mercy, the Zen, and the Brig all have 150. And this doesn't go away until it's broken. And the reason it was so broken on the Zen is it'll use the shields before it breaks the armor. So Kareev has to lose 150 shields before he even starts losing any of this armor.
each other. It's the Tracer able
It
to
was
right over
crazy.
see what he sees. Just trying to call for him to back up.
For a second there, I thought Space was on Widow, and I'm like, I definitely don't remember this. Am I dead? Ooh!
Oh, Libero though with the double with the barrage. Custa and Agilities are missing now.
This ain't good.
Healing being stripped away from the Valiant, and guess what? The New York Excelsior are not going to let them get away with this one now. Just 2 players left on the point. It's Space and Kareev, but his transcendence has expired.
Look at how unkillable Kareev is.
But he's forced out.
He lived for so long.
It was a matter of time, and now he's missing. Custa has a Valkyrie over on the point here, but
Oh, Brady got pushed on the low ground.
towards Agilities. He now has to play on the low ground himself. Self-destruct. It creates a little bit of space here, but
Oh, we get Jonak again. This is huge.
This Valkyrie from Custa may actually end up keeping the Valiant in this fight. It'll be 2 kills, 1 from Fate, 1 from Space. And that one on a mono, that's probably it. You lose the main tank, you're going to have to back.
God, I'm so talented. Thanks, Matt.
Does get a tick
You guys heard it, right?
for soon to change over to Tracer to get back to the point. Does he go back to Widow?
That's the only... Yeah, Matt was really nice to me in Season 1.
You could stay on Tracer if you wanted to, right?
And now we got to know each other, and now we're just really mean to each other.
Far up in the sky.
1 tick for the NYXL though. I mean, in all fairness, getting the
Not anymore, yeah.
supports and only getting 1 tick. You probably expect a bit more from New York there, considering how they started the fight.
And if you're worried about the Widow play here, if you're a Valiant fan or whatnot, I mean, could soon even play like.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, that is a
That was a good pulse bomb.
on there on to Custa.
That's fine. We have a break.
That's going to be hard to come back from. Kareev is trying to back away tentatively from.
Look at Brady go on the brig.
However, soon the pulse bomb to turn the fight around. He also finds Animo. Quick double down.
God,
on the
Brig was
Tracer
so
Valiant.
stupid.
And that has given the Valiant that get out of jail free card they need so badly.
Because everybody starts to push in there for NYXL.
He's unkillable. This is like, I think, the beginning of people starting to realize how good Brig is.
To the top bridge, and soon just
I wonder if a team worked out Brig was so broken, if that would have won the season, the playoffs in Season 1. Oh, nice.
Happy to play Tracer here. He would only play Widowmaker if he knew he had to play it into a mirror. If Saviobi was going to play it himself. Now Soon gets to go back to his roots, as it were.
Can't believe they're still playing
He's one of
Farah.
the world's best Tracer players, if not still.
And because you're playing the 3 supports for the Valiant,
It ain't it anyway.
Play Ana here, so
Oh yeah, my Ana, dude. Ana, playing Ana in the bottom right, baby.
Rocket Barrage here. So Libero ends up taking his own line.
This was my go-to. I loved this shit.
1 for 1. Mane now wants to try and drop in here on towards Ana, but he's taken a bunch of damage and he fears the sleep dart preventing him from getting to his intended target. But instead so he sets himself up at a halfway point and is chased down. Space is everywhere right now. I mean, obviously that kind of goes without saying if you know any physics, but still, he is...
Yeah, Dallas was like the first team to really adopt like heavily playing the Brig. And that's mainly because they kind of sucked and they needed something to work. And their Brig, they were right about it.
But he pulls out at last moment.
So now with these switches from NYXL, you're going to have to see the Valiant. Okay, it's going to be soon switching right over to Widowmaker. I was going to say, you can't play the Tracer into like a Widowmaker Brigitte composition. She soon hit a shot on
What?
the
Why did Anna stop holding bottom right? It depends on like the meta that you're talking about. The reason Annas don't generally get played on bottom right anymore is people play like Brawl, and they just run over your tanks, and then you just get pushed back into spawn. Your whole team gets pushed back into spawn. I think like Baptiste and stuff like that really enabled. But I still like it. You'll see me playing in ranked.
His Widow's been great, right? But
you want to lean into this. You have an Ana, right? You don't necessarily want to get tired.
Bringing it back to Castana.
Close to an Ana boost here, which you assume Fate would be the
Yeah, I really liked playing Ana here.
More Ana on Hanamura at this stage, more than anybody else by a large margin.
The thing is, they can't apply pressure to you, and then you can just nano the Winston when they go.
Triple tank composition with the biotic grenade is.
Brady, get the fuck out of the way. That's.
Mecca was trying to force out cooldowns and split off everyone from Fate, but Fate's waiting in the corner. It's intentional. That's a nano boost now given off Custa. His work is done. He takes now to the low grab, but Fate is going to be blocking.
And that's why.
Get away. That's a super monkey.
I just love Ana because you're unpressurable in the bottom right. The only person who can really kill you is the Widow, but if you play smart, it's like pretty hard for them to kill you. And then you get such fast nanos, you get really good nades, they can't pressure you, and then nano is just hyper effective here. Look at all this armor.
Is a hero who can be so devastating to opponents. And we haven't really seen a ton of teams play it, so like you're used to just stacking up with this comp if you're in NYXL and pushing in, and then the Ana like kind of prevents you from, and then you're worried if you're mono about going into a sleep.
Yeah, see, people were starting to play a little bit of triple support here, right? Like Zen, Mercy, Brig. Brig, Zen, Ana.
The armor of the rally off, but you don't have to use a rally like inefficient way.
We should have known that Goats was imminent. Brig was so busted, yeah, so dumb.
He's looking like a Giga Omnic right now, and that's
Oh, that was way too early.
already claimed too much. It does force them back. You see the binding grenade from Custa connecting with Mecco, but no follow-up outside of that. Fate thinks better of it. He's in a great position to flank now. Sabio is going to be trying to get away. He can't repel away. There's going to be a punch in the head. He does get himself at least an orb of harmony, and Fate now needs to back up a little bit.
Oh, did he get the Zen out? Nice play by Fate.
Now out of Jonak, a good play, and the Valiant now have time to set up. But Libro deals with agilities. The Shield Maidens now starting to butt heads in the middle of the battle. Fate now needs to round back to his backline, but unfortunately,
I almost got nano.
they've been pushed off the point for now. Space up on the high ground to try and give Mana a tickle. That'll be healed up for him. 12 seconds left in the round. The NYXL have to make their strike at the heart now. They're accruing.
I think Nano's gonna be big here.
Fate's gonna step forward. You know, he has no problems getting involved in the fight.
Let's go, Kariv.
He's gonna be the use of the flail to finish the job.
We got the Nano, easy clap.
Libero's trying to stay alive on the point. He was brought
Cause this is the moment Brady fell into Brig Jail. This is the moment that Brady started hating Overwatch. Brady actually hated playing Brig. Oh man, he was like every other DPS, just being like, he just really didn't want to play Brig. Would Brig be played in 2-2-2 in this state? Yeah. Brig is absolutely busted in this current state.
Getting pushed out by Mono. Space with a nice job of just getting over there. And you saw when they have to put so much pressure, really forcing, right?
It was always funny because DPS players are like, oh, I don't want to play Brig. Me, like, I'll play the overpowered support character.
The Valiant now are going to come out of the gates with a very
Alright, Lucia Mora Ryan Zaya against the Junkrat. Alright, I remember this being a big problem here that we had because we kept getting to point, but I don't think I think we get full held here. We keep getting to point.
And no Brigitte here. They're actually going to play soon on Widow.
But we kept like getting picked, and I think we were playing too aggressive into the
The other team is probably expecting a Brigitte though.
into the Junkrat.
To back up. Yeah, I mean, Diva's one of the best one-on-one heroes in the game, right? Just gets Mecco right in his face, but now Mecco's going to have to back out as the Valiant are taking some real estate up on the point.
And the problem is now is that Mecco can't really protect the rest of the Valiant. He's still trying to fight Soon. So Soon and Mecco are keeping each other busy. There's no flexibility or there's very little mobility.
Yeah, like, actually, I remember this. Actually, I was really upset about this. Why do we have to run into them? Right? Like, we killed the Junkrat, the Diva's out of position, the Widow's not looking at us. We have control. They have to come to the point. Look, we have 2 ticks. We don't have to do anything. But then we go aggressive and we die. Because they can't really walk into us here.
This forces Mono to try and come forward, try and open up.
Unless we go aggressive ourselves.
Helpful to do that right now.
And then we die.
Until Libero comes in with a riptire. That's a huge pressure valve now for the NYXL. And they can start to regain control.
Why did you stop playing out and switch to commentating? I just lost the passion and the drive to be like the best anymore. Just didn't want to do it. I had a pretty bad season 2. And then from there I was like, I could either like put in a ton of work or retire. And I just didn't have the drive to put in that ton of work. So we got 2 ticks.
Just stand at the gate and just have free reign, which puts Sabilby in a tough position because you're relying on some of his damage to be able to hit some of these players on the point. Is got an insight now. They're going to try this again.
I think the Valiant feel better in their 5v5 in that scenario, man. Without the
Soon's Widow actually got hella nasty in the end. Right, so here we're gonna do. Okay, right, we get to point.
This time, it's a different approach.
And we're chilling.
It actually allows Soon to play out in the open.
And we die.
They keep the diva back with the rest of their team and hope that Sabi will get the pick. So we have a Widow.
I think we just need to slow it down and then like wait for an ult and then go.
The Reinhardt though, as Fate dies again, so he'll come off the spawn. They'll try this.
Did you have a watch point job when you retired? Yeah, kind of. Not 100%. But like I didn't retire like officially until I had the job, yeah. Alright, big grab.
The Transcendence, okay, so the Transcendence gonna come out supercharger as well.
Soon goes to Meko.
Damage done by the Valiant in this fight, and Soon does lose out to Meko, who's now free.
God, this is so infuriating.
Back to the Los Angeles Valiant and the riptire from Libero again. It takes the cake and the Lucio out of the picture. Custa missing and Fate down again. Now, the loss of Fate was what prompted the Valiant to get out last time. And this time it's no different. Big cleanup for Libero, getting himself another.
So yeah, Soon's Widow like started pretty shaky, but he ended up getting really good at it.
Antithesis to the LA Valiant
Okay,
opposition.
we got beat though. Beaten time to go. Would you go back to Al if you had a chance now? I don't have the, as I said, I don't have the drive or the effort to like want to do that for, you know, play the game as much as you need to play it. Oh, Space got hooked. Oh, Space lost mech. I got beat. Let's go.
Meko who's harassing from the side, and Fate is just being attended to for the most part here by Kuri.
Let's go with beat.
Shield is very
Let's go with beat. Beat, 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 beat. Oh god, the beat. Oh no. That was tragic. I remember this being tragic. Oh god, Soon. Run!
He pursues doggedly, and now there's 24 seconds left for the Valiant. They have used their key ultimates back, and they're running out of gas.
Not good here. 20 seconds left. They're gonna be forced to probably.
These goats, it comes to literally we have goats at home. Yeah, like the Junkrat is just doing so much work. We just can't get through the shield and the Arista and stuff like that.
Agility's getting this grab in this final fight, but it's not looking good. Jonak with Transcendence. You have a self-destruct here as well. They're gonna use the Coalescence to attack. Meko puts a self-destruct right at the door.
Self-destruct. Might have gotten the mech and it doesn't.
Oh, I get space.
Here, which is frustrating to the Valiant. It reduces their flexibility so much early in the fight. Libero, from complete safety behind that shield, is just lobbing grenades in. But Savior, he's working the off angle. He's flanking on the Widowmaker, and they lost Kareed. They're healing, Matt. It's gone.
Tragedy.
As well. No more Lucio for the Valiant. No more playtime on Hanamura. The NYXL fire back, and they.
We probably should have just taken Soon off Widow, right? Like if we had just committed to the Brig, like if we literally should have just played goats. No joke, we should have just played goats.
Action. We started on Dorado, and that's
Damage. They don't realize. Tanks and you kind of.
All right, Pine's back in. We're going to Oasis. Dude, the bread and butter. I dare you to take me and Brady on in a Farah Mercy duel. This is the LA Valiant special. Janice, yeah, you... The classic NYXL. Ah, shit, time to play Winston. Put in Janice.
The LA Valiant are set up on the point, whereas the NYXL going to the main atrium first before they make their way there. So there will be some trading of damage here. I mean, this
What was it like getting 1v11 by Striker in 2018? Fortunately, Striker was on Boston, so it was like... It wasn't as bad, but it was still pretty good. Fortunately, like, towards the end of the season, Tracer sort of fell out of favor.
Looks like, oh, he barely gets it off there before Meko gets in to try and break it up. The point that will go to NYXL here at the beginning is the pick from Pine on the Kariv forces Custa go for the res, and then
What's Agility's doing now? I'm not 100% sure. I've been seeing him playing Lost Ark, so chill.
For the Valiant, once again, they're just going to try and find a way in, whether it's through a pick or whether it's through.
You know what caused people to start playing Zen instead of Moira? Because I think people realize that the Discord orb it allows you to do like a ton more damage. Like having more damage is better than having more healing. Like, I think people realized you didn't need the healing. Plus, Transcendence was a really good ultimate to counter Graviton Surge.
That really you can't be retaliated towards.
So it'll be Animo using Valkyrie, just trying to keep everybody alive back there. Agility's over the top, does get Jonak, but he's quickly dealt with. Space.
Well, this isn't going well.
Knocked off the side as well. This is a quick fight again that goes in favor of NYXL. You do have to use the Valkyrie to win it though. So you do need
I think
to
it's true. I don't know if he still is a content creator for Trying to find
You're
it.
the Valiant, you have this
I haven't seen him stream in a hot minute.
support ultimates. You're gonna have a rocket barrage.
If so.
Here as well. If you don't win this one, I think you start.
Yeah, I haven't seen him stream in forever, so I don't think he streams
Agility's
anymore.
committed to try and finish Jonak, and that was the opportunity for Libero to actually win the Pharaoh
Oh,
battle.
oh, there you go.
No counters it out. Finds the shots there on full auto mode with the Widow's Kiss. He has to opt out of the duel against Pun.
Wait, what?
You can't blame the guy at this point. Agility's
Look at me. Helping your boy soon.
The enemy Widowmaker. Now Libero's been returned to the fight, but Soon is free to now try and find some of these picks from long range, but he's forced to play.
Soon's just SMGing people down right now.
But he's still standing behind his tank line.
Good, heal him. Heal the carry.
The NYXL off the point. Not a moment too soon. It's 76% to 4.
And what's even bigger there for the Valiant is you don't have to use.
To be honest, to be fair, he didn't stream that much, or he knew it was starting to find. Yeah, Brady never really enjoyed streaming that much.
Picky gets on the Libero, then they jump right on top of Pine. Ends up spiraling the fight in their favor. It'll be Pine who uses the infrasight, so gains a ton of vision here. You're gonna know exactly where Agilities is playing. Custa always has to be careful as well, just following in the skies. It's a long-range rocket
Karev.
that connects on a Karev.
See, this Libero manages to find that long-range rocket and then avoid getting taken out by Agilities in response. That's ridiculous stuff. However, Soon and Space now really starting to pave the way for the Valiant to maintain control here. Agility's just trying to keep New York at arm's length for the
Alright, not bad.
Fate Primal comes back to the point and the LA Valiant can set up once more.
He tries to force the
Space just said, fine, I'll do it myself. Yeah, Space was really good in these mirrors.
Takes the beating there from Fate, holds onto the Transcendence, gets healed up all the
Space
way.
just understood how to play D.Va against Pharaoh like so well.
Not be forced out of him. More weight, he says.
It still confuses me to this day why the NYXL decided to play so much Janus in Season 1. Like, I understand he was supposed to be the Winston specialist, but Mono's just such a good player.
Like that. The NYXL just trying to form a spearhead.
Custa watching Custa, you better believe Custa's watching Custa. This is all I got, Stage 4 victory. Got to check it out at some point when we go on the history of Overwatch.
Jumped on my Libero.
Pine's going for one of these
Oh,
flanks.
you can't miss those.
Soon ends that all together as Libero trying to come over. Oh,
Dangerous, dangerous.
Soon
Oh, I got
gets
sniped by
in
Pine.
harm's way. Custa not able to do so though.
Soon.
Gets ripped by Pine.
Oh, Pine.
Pine finding Agilities there. Soon needs to start connecting on these first shots, man. It can't take 3 shots for him to find that headshot. He's got to get the job done once and for all immediately.
Oh, we're getting to 99.
You can see Soon wasn't even bothering to try and look at the Farah. He was just trying to get a pick of his own. 96%, 97 to 76 here.
You were the first team to defeat Titans in regular season. That's true. That was a good time.
Yeah, puts it in a one-fight scenario. NYXL, a lot like how I said the Valiant in the last fight, holds on to a lot of their ults. Here's the shots that come in from Pine. I talked about Custa has to be careful. Gets picked off there. He'll see the second one jumps up in the sky, takes out Agilities.
That is the difference between the Widowmakers right now, Matt. Pine is finding the first shot, so he's not giving
Oh!
the position away. There it
Dude,
is.
Pine is putting Soon on a poster right now.
There's no chance to respond when you get hit by the first shot. Soon gives away his presence by missing a few.
Oh, God.
The traces of the bullets fly through the air. Now Pine commits clearly.
That's a dangerous Pine. That's a. He hit it as well. Fuck you. Heck you, Pine. Like, Pine actually might have thrown that by trying to kill me as well.
Brought back to life, but no Widowmaker now remaining for the NYXL.
Can't kill me. I'm the gingerbread. Oh, okay.
Custa just had to commit to it. He knows he was done. Libero flying close to the ground, dangerous. It's like reverse Icarus, I think Hex put it. You don't want to be doing it. You can see he's getting tickled. The licking tendrils of the Tesla cannon from the low ground. The Space is in trouble. He can't protect himself. No, over the top comes the barrage. The Valiant have taken control of the point here.
Yo, let's go. Oh.
Pine's trying to keep it alive. Agilities was low. Soon sees another Widowmaker across the breach and rushes to engage. Now it's just Meko left and the soldiers.
Pine was nutty, but right, like that series of events perfectly sums up Pine. Absolutely dominating the Widow 1v1s. Hitting some crazy shots, really carrying NYXL, and then going for like the greediest grapple to go for like the montage play, and then dying, which results on them probably losing the round.
To get back to the point fast.
Big boss, all in no matter. And that's why people love Pine, right? He was that player, right?
Punish this Genji pick.
Alright, Lucio Zen, Genji Tracer. Okay.
Pine's Widow would really give him problems. even Agility's on his own. Like if you want to run Genji Widow, you could run that as well.
What's there to punish this Genji pick, if at all, man?
I mean, you're looking at Janice to just try and harass him.
What the fuck?
It's never bothered Agilities in the past.
Okay, Agility's forces Anima away. That actually might have more importance than originally seems. But they lose soon, who were presumably was.
Oh, big boop.
That's a finish on Janus, though. He was too low to bother trying to jump back.
God, this Lucio Custa guy is insane.
Trading kills here. Agility finds Meko, and this is a great position to be in as a Genji, right? If you're behind a tank, a lot of free damage, handing out those shurikens like that Drake give. And he might try to set up on Jonak once more. You can see that shield just getting cut through.
What happened in the last 4 years? Oh, honestly, my Lucio was so bad back then as well.
And the Valiant had the numbers.
It's a me. My Lucio was really average in like 2018. I actually think it got pretty good in 2019. Like, it wasn't writing home about it, but it was serviceable. But in 2018, I think it was really bad. Because I hadn't really played it, right? Like, I wasn't really signed to be a Lucio player. I was a flex support who knew how to play Mercy, and then I switched to main support. And then it was like, well, now you have to play Lucio, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'll play Lucio. It's like tanks who are really good at ball, yeah. Like, you got out of that. That was a really good thing. Wait, the point hasn't been capped yet? Hello? Brady?
Agility's v Animo. Quite the battle, but he gets himself the mega health pack and is happy just getting out.
Soon, babe, please stop dying. I talked you up here. Soon, we will talk about this at home. Just play better. The Lucio was good by 2018. Yeah, it was. Yeah, like it was fine for 2018. It wasn't like as I said, it wasn't the worst.
Right, he'd put the bubble down. It kind of protects Agilities when he goes in, can play inside of that bubble. It'll force Pine to play McCree. Not too upset about that. If you're
it's definitely bad towards today's standards, but like the gameplay in general at today's standards is pretty bad. When did Valiant sign Izzyaki? At the start of 2019. Oh, nice. Discord pulse bomb.
That extra 100 or so damage to make sure that Janus died to the pulse bomb.
God, I love watching you play game. This team was actually such a fun team. There was so much personality on it, but the team was also really solid.
20 seconds, definitely happy with that.
And look, Agilities is going to have another blade for the Transcendence that'll come up.
Brady's like hero pool was like perfect for 2018 as well. Like Genji, Pharah was like really good.
NYXL gonna waste.
But I felt like that was the Lucio standards. Yeah, people got really good at Lucio and Ghosts, like really good.
Control. If they win, it could be 0 to 99%. So the sooner they get
Junkrat actually as well. Pharah.
They're going to have in case something goes wrong. Right now though, they must.
Genji, Pharah, Junk, yeah.
Or is it Agilities? Looks to go with the Dragon Blade. He's already found Jonak. This is out his
Wait, he got the blade before Jonak got a Transcendence. That's crazy.
Have a chance to use it, and there it is. Value City.
Genji should always be meta, yeah. I still love that, like, what was it, Summer Showdown 2020, where they were just like, they buffed Genji, made him meta for one stage, and then nerfed him back to Oblivion. Okay, everyone's had their fun. Now go away, okay? No more Genji.
Support ultimates available for the Valiant, Pulse Bomb and Primal Rage as well.
I still remember the Agilities, yeah, that when Agilities got 6 killed, I think it was 5? 5 or 6 in one slash. Oh, that wasn't great. But he got Pine at least.
Sorry, Animo brings him back. Overtime for the Los Angeles.
Get him, Brady. I would have dashed for that.
Tough for Agilities to access the winged Rocketeer.
Oh, Brady. That was probably my fault on the bait.
He's got to get out of here. He's going to get taken.
I thought, because I got into the bubble, but I went into the bubble as Brady went out of the bubble.
Not worth it unless you're drawing further ultimates out of the New York Excelsior map. But the Los Angeles Valley have already forced them to dig deep into their reserve to get the point back at all. It's 1% to 99.
Yeah, Jonak does have to use.
Yeah, still getting 5 and 1 though. Yeah, it was crazy.
Off of Lucio, so you play Mercy here. I wonder if you see a yep, you're gonna go over to Pharah, so you're gonna play the Pharah here. Libero switches over from.
Let's do it, Pharah Mercy, baby. NYXL in that meta always tilted me because Huxel and Jonak on Ana and still somehow flopped. Yeah.
Soon before.
I think it's just because the people around them just weren't very good.
Where you force the other team to back out, earns your team some more percentage.
Today? No. This is an old rod, 2018. Oh! Nasty one clip by Soon.
Does he camp the corpse for a little bit? I think he does. He's going to make sure so Animo can't bring Pine back again as he did in the prior fight. And that puts the Valiant at a player advantage early on here. Libero wants to try and equalize that, but he took a face full of rocket there. He's been healed up intermittently by Animo, but they've lost Meko as well. The numbers are starting to favor the Los Angeles Valiant now. That one you can resurrect, but look at the health bars. Jonak is down.
Oh, yeah. NYXL in Frowny Town. Wait, why didn't he go for Animo?
But Soon wants to punish the Diva Mech. He wants to make sure that Meko is going to be walking on
no! Soon. Liz, you gotta talk to him about this.
Yeah, space will get back into Mecha as well. So you're gonna have both tanks at full strength here for the LA Valiant. A two-player advantage as Libero has this barrage. You need to see it get
Oh, C9. Oh my god, they very almost C9. That was very close.
Get close to the ground, which is always going to be dangerous now. And it may be a death sentence for the New York Excelsior. They chase down Animo. The Angels
There it is.
are out. Map 3 goes the way.
Liz tells Soon to stop dying 4 years ago. Exactly. See, we get it.
At championship point here in stage 4. Unbelievable stuff.
Let's go, baby.
Just one more map the Valiant need, and the NYXL will be looking to try.
Than that. I think you learn a lot about the Valiant.
Wasn't stage 1 entirely in LA? Season 1 and Season 2 were all in LA.
Let's see if the grit is there for the NYXL when they're backed into a...
So like home field advantage. Well, everyone lived in LA. Like we did have the crowd on our in our thing, but also like there was also just like a ton of NYXL fans as well. So
I wouldn't mind playing that too. The thing is...
why are we watching this boring game?
Counterpunch against...
This what do you mean? This is the best game of Overwatch ever to be played.
Libero knows how to play around a Widowmate. How to avoid just getting picked off. So what's
There were homestands in Season 2. No, Season 2 was also in Blizzard Arena. Homestand model was for Season 3.
You're gonna run this. You know, maybe CBLB pushes a little bit towards the high ground, but it's really gonna be the pressure on
The Pharah Mercy. They're going to go for the exact same thing they tried on Dorado. Except with CBLB on Tracer, which is actually probably a big deal.
Fast enough to just kind of break it up. That allows Soon to hit that shot.
It's kind of nuts watching Tracer here compared to current Tracer. Yeah, it's like you can say that about everything. Mercies, Zenyatas, Winstons, Tracers, everything. Everyone's just gotten way better. Widows, like Widows back then are nowhere near as good as they are. Like they're so bad compared to these standards. Like I remember in Season 1, like 30% critical hit chance, like accuracy by Sire player against us on the Florida Mayhem was considered like outer-worldly, right? But in today's standards, 30% is kind of standard.
And then when Mono jumps onto Soon, either
Like 30% crit hit accuracy. Like it's kind of crazy.
Try and have Mono jump onto Soon after the original fight. It's Agility's there who uses a concussion mine, knocks Mono back. And because
Sai was disgusting, yeah. This was such a good defensive point with the Junkrat. This shit happened all the time. Every time you played the Junkrat, people just could not close the distance and they just feed and feed and feed and feed. Because people didn't really know how to play against Orisa at this point. Are we really seeing some elite Mercy play? It's the greatest Mercy play of all time. This elite Mercy player needs to turn around. Oh, at least Space has got my back. Yo, a hyphen, thank you for the 3 months. The good old days. Yo, the best of times.
Pick for the NYXL, but Sabiel must be patient. He has to get chip damage and charge up that ultimate before he can bring it to bear in all its glory. Note the difference in Transcendence.
Oh, wow. If I had damage boost, he was dead.
Obviously, Jonak's probably done more healing, so he's gonna be close.
Dude, this used to happen way more back in the day as well, where you just get stuffed at a choke.
to do a ton of healing in this matchup with
Talking about Arc? No. Arc was a very good Mercy. Both Animo and Arc were both very good Mercies in Season 1.
one of the DPSs, let the slow heal go up, you know, let the Mercy pocket him, and then also heal the tanks, and they just kind of dive back in.
This is the game before, this is just before Hanzo got reworked. Because you want to know why I know? Because obviously we won Stage 4. We were the best team at this meta, right? We were the best team in the world at this exact moment.
So we couldn't really play.
And then they went and buffed Hanzo into fucking Narnia, which fucking blew, and then it completely changed the game. Like, Hanzo just became a must-pick. Everyone played Hanzo. And Agility's Junkrat was really, really good, but his Hanzo was okay in comparison to, like, Prophet, in comparison to, like, EQO. Brady's Hanzo just wasn't as good, and I remember in scrims us just struggling, because Brady just wasn't getting as much value as the other Hanzos.
Fate playing out of his mind. Space has been continually just an incredible... Probably...
Like, we really wanted to just play Junkrat in places instead of Hanzo, just because we were more comfortable with the Junkrat.
You can make a case, right? You talk about how much Fissure has changed.
Arc is still a very good Mercy in Season 3. It was just all he had. Well, he just didn't really have a good Lucio. His Lucio was incredibly average. It had, like, very low impact. I remember he was, like, last in damage in the Lucio stats, and by, like, a good margin as well.
Mr. New York, I don't feel so good. Sabiel gets trapped.
Oh.
Kareem, of course, is going to capitalize on an immobile.
Easy trap.
It's rare enough.
Dude, everything has gone wrong playing NYXL so far in this attack.
Down by Fate. He'll benefit from that for the most part here, punishing Jonak, who wants to get across. Fate's attention is drawn skyward, so Jonak gets to speak into the point and use a transcendence.
Dude, the traps are just killing everyone.
They've been cast aside. Now Mecca has to try and stall that on the point that we can't even get back in the mech and Agilities. The Riptire. This is just going to to be an insurance policy that makes sure whoever from
Dude,
the
tire lasts for way too long. Wait, how did that not even kill Mano?
Now can only really dip the toe in the waters, and they're a little bit too hot for him to handle. Space, trying to make sure Face stays alive. He's forced to use his Fortify. He must be feeling
Hey,
New York!
let's go, baby.
Tower may have just come tumbling down, Matt, because that was a full hold.
Mano built differently.
I never thought I would say this.
Rap God, and yo, Mitch has always been the best.
A limb in the first half there. That's unreal. We've never. I never thought I would say this. NYXL with one limb.
They got one a limb that entire attack. Tragedy, dude.
Managed to late.
All right, here we go.
Looks like we're gonna see
The thing is, I remember this call, right? I remember going, let's play Roadhog, because we were going to play Roadhog Arist here anyway, because everyone really plays like the same comp that we just played, right? The Widow, the Zen, the Junkrat, and that kind of stuff. All you need is one pull hook, and the whole thing falls apart, right? Because we full held them, like, we know we just need one play. Just need to get one pick, soon needs to get one kill, one pull hook, all that kind of stuff. And this was like, so we're just sort of fishing for it, right? Custa also talking non-stop, that's how I played. And then boom. This was the moment that I knew we won the game. Like, at this moment, I was like, yo, we just fucking won. And it's just like, calm down. Literally, all we have to do is slow walk our way across the point. Take the next spot. Pull hook again. Soon has free space on the point.
You gotta know that's coming. I mean, they have played this exact composition on Blizzard World pretty much all stage long on the offensive side.
Pull hook, baby. Quick back from space. Just play it. Just wait again. Pull hook. Kriv gets the BLB on the way back. Ready? Here's it comes. Pull hook. Choop. All right, and we got them back. Let's fucking go. Hey, my chair. Look at this chair. Woo, we did it. Look at this chair, by the way. Not the chair. Also, this moment, we're all like celebrating. Kriv's just on his PC packing up his thing. He's just like unplugging his keyboard and unplugging his mouse. It's like, Kriv, we're gonna celebrate. And he's like, oh, okay. And he just comes over.
We were talking all stage long. Are the Valiant the real deal? We were wondering, can they get it done? They get it done in a huge way here against NYXL. The 3-1 is definitely a statement the way they played on Blizzard World. And
let's watch the interview. You want to watch the interview? Okay.
Through the tank play today. The tank play from Fate in space, a lot like all stage long.
The sandbag in full effect.
Gave NYXL so many problems.
Look at the squad. We got Verbo, Finzi, Numlock. Oh, Izzyaki was here at this point. I don't know when Izzyaki got signed. Yo, Stoop. Goomba. Haha, your boy Goomba.
They went from strength to strength. They rose to every new challenge, and they really showed us some depth, some breadth.
Grim Reality in the back there.
Big changes in this team.
KSF, Moon.
We have Custa coming in. I couldn't be happier to see an Australian up there myself. Ladies and gentlemen, for myself and Matt, thank you so much. We're going to head now to the desk, of course, to break down this match and a stunning victory for the LA Valiants.
Thank you so much, Uber and Mr. X.
I don't care what they had to say. It's probably nice, but how tall are you? I'm 6'1". Everyone else is just pretty short.
Congratulations to you and the whole team. What a stage it has been. Now, Crunch just said it on a desk. You may very well be the best team in the world. Anything you want to say to that?
Yeah, honestly, it's been a crazy turnaround for our team. We're all super excited. We put in a ton of work, and to finally, get this is amazing for the team. Just pushes us harder for the playoffs. As you said, we could be the best team in the world.
We use this mode all the time. The Soon behind me, yeah.
Well, we can't wait to see you guys in
the non-answer. Oh yeah.
Looking back at stage 4, it's been ups and it's been downs for all of the teams. What was your biggest takeaway?
Just that, we've been through a lot of ups and downs. As you said, this week's been a really hard one for us. A lot of stuff behind the scenes. So, being able to rally and turn it around and show up today like we did, anything's possible for us. So we're taking that away from us.
Right, well, anything's possible.
I don't even know what that said.
Let's hear some predictions. Playoffs. Who's going to make it?
Oh, you know, honestly, I'm really hoping that we get to meet New York in the playoffs. They've been an amazing team all season. It'd be a shame if we didn't get to see them on the stage. So I'm expecting them to go through their side. But yeah, I honestly, I just want to see New York in the Barclays Center and, you know, have another amazing match.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure...
There we go. Meet us there.
Like to see them there as well. Thank you so
Fortunately,
much.
we all know I was completely correct, and that it was NYXL versus the Los Angeles Valiant in the grand finals in the Barclays Center. You know, that's how it happened. The end. No more history of Overwatch.
What an amazing...
Yeah, sure did happen. Yeah,
Break it down. Over.
the two best teams really making it to that very end. Yikes. Little did we know, Jeff is there with the fucking big red Hanzo button, just waiting to fucking hit it. He's like, you guys aren't ready for this shit. Hanzo rework. Best hero in the game. Right, the history of Overwatch. Yeah, that's how my story goes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's always fun going down memory lane, especially for games that I got to play in personally. As I said, it wasn't a great match. Like, we were pretty dominant throughout the entire match. The only one that really went for us was like Hanamura. But we even could have won that map if we had capped the first point and just didn't have a couple of things go wrong. But hey, still a good match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. The next match that we're probably going to watch is probably just going to be the grand finals. We're probably going to watch the grand finals. The semifinals weren't that interesting. Maybe we'll have a look at the Great Bamboozle for the Gladiators versus the London Spitfire. But for the most part, both the semifinals were pretty... All the semifinals and quarterfinals were pretty bad. Like, London was just better than the Gladiators after that first match. London was way better than us in the playoffs. Yeah, we'll talk about like what happened in the playoffs with like Fisher like freaking out from the LA Gladiators, London's like dramatic turnaround from looking really bad to looking really good and going on to win the whole thing. So that's probably what's going to be next. So make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment, do all those things that, you know, really helps out the channel. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Obviously, with Overwatch League coming closer and closer for this most recent season, we'll be getting more content that is like relevant to now, but history of Overwatch will continue. So thank you very much. Love you all, and I'll see you guys next time.